we will invest in this. I have 315 days logged. Oreo or Chips Ahoy sensations. Oh my god, it's just so delicious. Something called Tim Hortons here. Canadian staple. Bring that to Pokemon Sleep because I think that would be very cool, right? Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to the channel. Happy Wednesday, and let's see what shows up today. So a little recap. Yesterday I was able to catch an Entei, although it wasn't really good, and I was able to catch it with 5 Entei biscuits. So quite a lot of resources for that one capture. We didn't get lucky. Although we did get lucky in a way, since it didn't get full. So there's that. We also caught a berry finding Cyndaquil, and 2 of our lovely viewers suggested that I use it or that it's good. So now I'm thinking I should be using it, but I definitely don't have enough candies to level it up to a Typhlosion. So I don't know if we're even gonna. Sorry, I like word vomited there. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to use it in the event. And we have no fire encounters today. I think that's the first Bandit I've seen though. Oh, never mind. It can't be the first if it went through the portrait like that. Never mind. We have a top belly sleep Persian. Oh, and we're finished the sleep style for this. And I have some canned coffee here, so I'm gonna take a sip. Very delicious. So we got some hungry Pokemon. We got 3 hungry Pokemon. Like, where are these hungries when it matters, you know? Like, with Entei yesterday, I only had, what, 1 hungry Pokemon? And then all of a sudden, all of these non-fire types, 3 of them show up hungry. So, should I go for the Fluffy? Or, well, I already have an Ampharos that I use, so I want to catch something. Actually, I could have used it for the Fluffy, but whatever. We will catch. And that's like, I have no more Poke Biscuits. I have that one great biscuit, but I'm going to hold on for it. Hold on to it for dear life. I do not want to use it. It's my only great biscuit. And as for portrait, I mean, shoot, what can I even put? Let's do this one. Or actually, I'll do Wigglytuff because I'm going to think that there are new players coming to the game thanks to the event. And you guys are going to need healers. And between Sylveon and Wigglytuff, I would say, unless Sylveon is a Pokemon you really want to invest in, go for that. Otherwise, Wigglytuff would be the better choice. Also in terms of candy management, because with all the evolutions, Sylveon's going to compete with all those other Eevee candies. So that's why I would say Wigglytuff. And I left Gardevoir off the list because it's not likely that you guys will get to Lapis Lakeside as quick as you want to. So, a great starter healer would be Wiggly. And we have 42 Entei, so not that much. I wish I could see how much of the bonus gauge I filled up now that I'm ranked 55. Jolly. So we got skill level up M, skill trigger M, helping speed, ingredient finder. Ingredient finding down, EXP up. That will go to the bin. Alright, maybe if I replace Agni with the new Cyndaquil I found, maybe Sneaky Snacking would be better. I think that's what Isaac mentioned too. So might be doing that. I'm gonna cook first, and then we will gather all of our ingredients and stuff. So between spicy leek and ninja curry, I think I'm gonna go for the ninja curry because it uses less leeks and I don't collect leeks as quickly as I would like. Actually, I'm gonna remove those potatoes since I need to hold on to those for later. And I'm getting a good amount of corn now because of my 9 tails, so that is amazing. So let's do fairy herbs and some sausages since we come by those very often. And I was able to get a critical yesterday as well, so that was really good. So hopefully we'll get more criticals. I finished at Master 9. This meal is going to push us to Master 10. And things are looking very good. But who knows, maybe I'm going to finish at Master 15 because after Master 10, 11, it gets very hard to scale up that yellow bar. Oh, so I did not make Master 10 yet. Oh yeah, I forgot my Victor gathers potatoes for me. I could have used those potatoes and gotten more points out of my dish. But it's alright. So let's pick up our gift. We got 20 diamonds. Nice. And just a reminder, okay, actually let's discard this ASAP for some Togepi candy. And this is our Cyndaquil. Compared, well actually, Agni has, oh, same ingredient tier list, but it's helping speed up, energy recovery down, not helping speed of help up. We got helping speed S, inventory up, helping speed M, skill trigger S, and inventory up S. And the Cyndaquil that I found yesterday, berry fighting on the first slot, research EXP bonus, ingredient finder M, inventory up, ingredient finder S. It is energy up, ingredient finding down. However, we will invest in this. And let's see if we could swap out Agni. Now I'm gonna need a name. Oh, it needs to be level 27. Okay, let's just dump all that in. We finished the mission, which is really nice. And should I put it right away? I mean, it's gonna affect my RP, but I am going to get more berries this way. I have a shiny Quilava there too, but berry finding doesn't come in until level 75, which kind of sucks. And it has like 2 other useless gold skill, which kind of kills me too. Alright, so we're looking good. We're looking great. And we are going to pick up our gift. Our reward. We got 15 more diamonds. I need to give out 15 biscuits for that candy reward there, but not likely going to happen. And I don't think I'll be able to do that with my bonus biscuits alone. And we'll also finish the Entei week 2 missions as well. Now let's go. We'll check out the main tab, the Entei main stuff later, after our research. tab with our friends. So I have evolved. How many times you've evolved befriended Pokemon? 46 times. I wonder how they came to that number, like why 46, you know? Anyways, I have 315 days logged. I got 92 out of 133 Pokemon that I've befriended. And I have one that's maxed out. This one here, Berries Given. Probably the easiest one to max out. And now we go to the research community tab. All right, let's see what everyone got. Oh, and I got 12 main, which is great. So there's this snack that I used to eat when I was younger. They're called Thinsations, the Oreo or Chips Ahoy Thinsations, and they look like this. And they're like the perfect little pouch snack to go when you want something quick and easy. And it's like the perfect amount of sweetness, a nice crunch, it's thin, and I love it. But then I noticed that it's been so hard to find. But my cousin told me, ooh, a Sylveon. So yeah, my cousin told me she saw it in the dollar store the other day, and I'm like, dollar store? So I gotta head out to the dollar store to find some. I also need to pick up dryer sheets and refillable hand soap to refill my bottles. But yeah, I'm very excited about those Thinsations. I hope I'm able to find it. I love the Oreo one more than the Chips Ahoy one. The Chips Ahoy one is good though. And then it got me thinking about like all these other snack and food items that I used to eat when I was younger, and they're either hard to find now in Canada or they're just not available anymore. One of my earliest memories would be, so the capital of Canada is Ottawa, and during the springtime they have like the tulip festival and everything, so a lot of people would go there and take pictures with the tulips. And I have a very special memory there because they would have ice cream trucks that would go around, and my favorite thing that I would get is the strawberry shortcake popsicle from Good Humor, I believe it was. And that was so good. The strawberry shortcake coating on the outside of that, oh my god, it's just so delicious. It's not too sweet, the perfect amount of tartness, and the crunchiness from the outer layer is just like so divine. And I miss eating that. I miss ice cream trucks and ice cream carts. Oh, my boyfriend found a shiny Dodrio. I gotta congratulate him for that later. And then we have something called Tim Hortons here, Canadian staple. In the wintertime, I love drinking their hot cappuccino. No, their French vanilla. Oh my gosh, it is so delicious. French vanilla in the winter, iced coffee in the summer. And their iced coffee is really good, but lately I've been finding that stores are not really consistent when they make it, so sometimes the ratio is off and it just tastes like very watered down coffee with no cream and sugar, which is not what I'm asking for. So that's kind of a bummer, but yeah, besides that, there's this one bagel that I loved to get back in the day, and they stopped making it. And it was the cinnamon maple bagel, and I get that toasted with butter, delicious, with a medium double, which is 2 cream, 2 sugar coffee. And that would be my breakfast when I would drive to work while I was in college university. So every weekend I would work at a sushi kiosk from 9 to 5. Morning I wake up, drive to my local Tim Hortons, get my bagel, get my coffee, and that was so delicious. But they stopped making it. So then my next best option was the cinnamon raisin. And now cinnamon raisin is so damn hard to find too. And Tim Hortons also had this delicious like yogurt parfait that they used to make, which was so good. Oh my gosh, and their danishes, their raspberry danishes or strawberry danishes, those were so delicious. And then their Timbits, the powdered ones, are my favorite. They're basically like donut holes, but my favorite ones were the jelly filled ones. The blueberry one especially. But that is like such a mess to eat in the car, but truly reminds me of summer, because during the summertime they would have these like promotions and deals where you can get a box for like what, $1? It's like $1.99 or something. And look at that cute Sylveon pair. You got the Sylveon and then the shiny Sylveon. It's a great idea. I should do that as well. So that concludes our research community tab. And I am waiting for Isaac's friend request, but then probably got to give him my friend code because I don't want him to like look through all the videos just to find it. So gotta DM him on Discord later. Okay, so now let's see. We have 88 main and I got 2 biscuits. Should I get the incense? Should I wait? I'll wait. Got a couple days left. Now I'm like, shoot, do I even have enough time to get the main skill seed and then the firestone? But I did last time, but I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm getting less main this time. What do you guys feel the same way? And yeah, last night I couldn't fall asleep because I just kept thinking about all the yummy stuff I ate when I was younger that is hard to find now, or are they just discontinued? Another thing about the Tim Hortons here, if you guys are Canadian, there's like a handful of you that are Canadian, according to my YouTube stats. Tim Hortons was bought out by Burger King a couple years ago, and I've noticed the quality has plummeted since then. Their baked goods are not as great anymore. The drinks are like still the same, I feel. I don't know. But the baked goods is really what a lot of people like myself went there for. And it's just a shame that the quality isn't there. There was also this delicious sandwich called like Extreme Italian. So there were Italian cuts of meat in there. And the bread was like so beautifully seasoned with spices. And it was so delicious. And they stopped making it. And now it's very like mid now. I would go there for the drinks, like an ice cap, which is good, which is like a slush iced drink. Iced coffee, I still like getting there, but it really depends on the location. Timbits are a nice treat every now and then as well. And yeah, other than that, like the donuts are okay, I guess. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie, the donuts are not that great anymore. Like they'll hit the spot, but compared to other donut places that we have around here, I wouldn't go to Tim Hortons for donuts. But yeah, are there like any food snack items that you guys enjoyed when you were younger that is discontinued and you wish they brought back? I know Dunkaroos disappeared for a while and then they came back, but Dunkaroos just don't hit the same for me. And Kinder Surprise always has been around, but I just noticed like the chocolate doesn't taste the same. It tastes kind of like fake now. I don't know, but supposedly like the Kinder Surprises in Europe taste completely different because they use like different ingredients. Although I must say the other Kinder products are amazing, delicious. Like there's this thing called Kinder Country, and it's like white chocolate, milk chocolate on the outside, but there's like these puff wheat, I think it is, and it gives like the perfect puffy crunch that pairs so well with the white chocolate especially. And I'm not usually a white chocolate kind of girl, but I thoroughly enjoy that one. So yeah, I'm going to be on a hunt for my sensation. Now that I'm older, I find myself not really going for like heavily sweetened stuff. When I was younger, my mom didn't let me eat a lot of candy or sugary things for that matter. She was very cautious about her health and our health, and that meant that we didn't have a lot of candy in the house and we weren't really allowed to eat it either. So because of that, once I started making my own money, I had a stash of candy in one of my drawers, just like chocolate bars, candies, all the things I never got to eat. So I indulged in my early 20s with a lot of chocolate and candies, and now I feel like I've chilled down a bit and I don't really crave it as much, or maybe my food preferences just changed along with my dietary preferences now. I eat a lot healthier. I used to eat a lot of processed foods, a lot of frozen foods, microwavables, because I didn't know how to cook. And now I'm putting in more of a conscious habit to learning how to cook, feeding myself, giving myself what my body is craving. And yeah, but a girl loves to indulge every now and then. I never restrict myself. That's the number one thing. The thing with diet culture, with like restricting and all that, I don't think that's good for you. I think you should learn to have a good relationship with food in the sense that you put in the effort to eat 80% clean and then never restrict yourself. Like, if you want chocolate, get a chocolate bar, but maybe eat like a third of that chocolate bar and ration the rest for several days later, or throughout the day, like break it up and enjoy it in small bites. And you could still enjoy the good things that life has to offer, but in modesty. And yeah, that is what I had to share today. Another thing, so I remember a couple of weeks ago, we had a not newsletter, there was something in the mail in the game that told us that there's going to be an update where there's going to be like effects or stuff with our Pokemon the more we've befriended them and everything. So I'm wondering, like, what is that? When is it going to happen? Like, I still remember it and I'm really much looking forward to it. And it makes me wonder, because in the mainline games of Pokemon, you can make your Pokemon hold things like the soothing bell or leftovers. And are they going to bring that to Pokemon Sleep? Because I think that would be very cool, right? Like, if you have a soothing bell to put on your Pokemon, that would make them be friendlier, like Riolu, because it requires a certain amount of sleep until it can evolve. Umbreon and Espeon as well. Like, imagine if you could cut that time not in half, but like just much quicker. That would be so cool. And there's like so much endless possibilities they could do with the item holding for Pokemon 2. But yeah, baby steps. I mean, they're prioritizing on different things, which makes sense, but like, when are we ever gonna get actual water type Pokemon that show up? Like Goldeen and stuff that are stuck in water and can't go on land, you know? Or a larger friends list. That would be great. But thank you guys so much for joining me in yet another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to join us in the Discord. I noticed that 3 new members joined, so that was very exciting to see. And yeah, I hope your Entei week is going well. We are halfway through the 2nd week and halfway to ending, which is kind of sad. But then it's gonna be great because we get that time back to do whatever we want. And I'm gonna go to Lapis Lakeside, so hopefully finally get to hit Master 1 there and catch some cool Pokemon like Ralts and Stuffle. So I will see you guys in the next video, but until then, take care, good luck, and have fun, you guys. Bye.